Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Game week 5 isn't quite over. We still have Forest and Burnley left to play, but I might have a busy day tomorrow, so I figured to get this out of the way today. Plus, there's not much fantasy interest in that game besides probably the goalkeeper. Let's start off with the stats from this game week. That's game week 5. Shots in the box. Haaland topped with 9. 6 big chances total. That's insanely high. 2.56 xG non penalty. This really could have been a game, rather a game week similar to last season where we saw something like a 5 to 23 discrepancy. But fortunately, Haaland registered only 6 points. But it's something for us to think about, especially me. I was thinking of going against the Norwegian in game week 7 double, possibly go to Morris, but that looks like a very scary prospect with this guy capable of scoring 5 that week against Wolves. Other numbers, Kulusevski, 7 shots in the box, but 0 big chances, 0.32 xG non-pen. Lot of chances created. Rashford looked quite impressive on the eye test. The new formation that Manchester United played with the diamond seemed to suit him. 6 shots in the box, but none of them were big chances. Again, low quality shots, 0.69. But I don't necessarily agree with this. On an eye test, these did look like a few good opportunities that were blocked. Expected goal involvement of 0.72. More of a role of goal threat rather than creative. Wissa, 4 shots, 1 big chance. Watkins, 4 shots in the box, just 1 big chance yet to score. Now that's 5 game weeks, 0.61. We'll have a look at his total XG in the next one. Fabio Vieira started instead of Havertz, played quite well, but I don't think he's an FPL option, so not really much to discuss. Apart from that, pretty underwhelming stats everywhere else. You see Son with just 2 shots in the box, 1 shot on target, which was from outside. 0.16 xG is quite poor. Not too great. Struggle a bit against a deep block. Richarlison managed more than that in just a few minutes that he was on. Not great numbers for Callum Wilson again. Let's have a look at some creativity numbers. Salah, 5 chances created, just 1 shot, and I think this was the one that was blocked by the Wolves defender, but it was a pretty good chance otherwise. But very high XA numbers, 1.71 XGI, because of those big chance, 2 big chances that he created. Solomon, 4 chances created, but I don't think he will be starting the next game. We could potentially see Son left wing with Richarlison centre forward, or it could be retained. That remains to be seen. Rodri, Bernardo, Alvarez with 4 chances created each, the same as Madison. Rodri with the highest XA. I'm guessing that might have been from that entire set piece action early on, which Diaz, Haaland, all of them were peppering the goal. Poro's numbers are again better than Udogi's. 4 chances created for him. Udogi isn't anywhere nearby. 3 chances created for Kabore. 2 big chances created. In terms of XA, he's pretty up there in the top 10. Mudrik's there as well, but Chelsea were just awful. Less said, the better. No XG non-pen to speak of for Bruno. Just 1 shot on target, just 2 chances created. He struggled as the United midfield were quite overrun. Neto was very impressive, especially on the eye test. 4 chances created. Cunha fluffed a real good chance that he had made in the first half. Let's now look at the numbers so far this season. Haaland way out on top for shots in the box, big chances, XG, etc., whatever you want to call it. Insane numbers. Edward, good numbers. Wissa as well. I don't think these two guys, either of people, well, possibly Edward, want to look at as a placeholder. If you're on Wildcard, get him in this week, maybe shift him on to Morris the week after, something like that. Rashford's numbers continue to be good. 18 shots in the box, out of which just 3 were big chances though. In terms of XG non-penalty, I'm pretty sure he won't be very high up there. Yep. A lot of players significantly above him. Most of them are forwards though. It should improve if they continue playing the new formation they've played. Who else stands out over here? Again, Watkins, 2.38 XG without finding the back of the net yet. That goal will come. Salah's XG numbers, and again, not that great, but so many strings to his bow. Assists seem to add up. Alvarez just 1.87 XG. 6 shots on target, but chances created, he's way up there. Yep. He's been the second most creative player so far. Neto right on top. We were all on Neto last year. Clearly, we were a year ahead of our time. Alvarez, Bruno, Gross, Saka's again up there. Madison, Foden up there, but again, very low XA numbers. That's zero big chances created for Foden. That's an alarming stat. Let's see who is on top for that. Salah is way out on top in terms of expected chances created. Expected goal involvements, mostly a lot of penalty takers up here. I don't even want to talk about Jackson. I'm not saying anything more about Chelsea. I'm totally fed up. Let's have a look at team numbers. For this game week, Man City way on top. For XG, Liverpool. Villa did quite well against Palace as well. Tottenham just 2.12 against Sheffield. Not many chances conceded though. So look who got the most attempts. Sheffield United gave up a lot of chances. West Ham, Wolves gave up a lot of chances, which is again scares me off the Morris captaincy in 7. Apart from that, shots in the box. Tottenham top, just 3 big chances. Liverpool. Chelsea had 9 shots in the box. So many times we just made the wrong pass over there. Arsenal, not a single big chance. That's interesting. I don't think Arsenal's numbers will be great overall. Yep. For XG for the season so far, then 5 matches, Arsenal have been 7.77. Not as attacking as last year, but the next few games are good. I think Tottenham at home, they'll up their game, and Bournemouth as well. Brighton, Villa consistently up there. Chelsea, XG means nothing. We can't hit a barn door. Brentford. Fulham remain the leakiest, although they've kept a few clean sheets. Whether you think that's going to continue or not, it's up to you. Wolves, Bournemouth, down there. West Ham see themselves there now that they've played City. It happens to most teams in a short sample size. Luton, Burnley, you have to remember, have played a game less. So they are perfect. Burnley in case 2 games less. So that's why they don't show up here. City top for big chances. Brighton, Liverpool, Brentford. Sheffield and Bournemouth. I think West Ham obviously is a bit of an anomaly over here, but I think Sheffield, Bournemouth, Wolves remain teams to target. I don't want to kick Man United fans when they're down, but things don't look great over there as well in terms of underlying numbers. That's it for this week. It was a game week from hell for many of us. One or more of us on the pod may or may not be on Wildcard on Wednesday. Spoilers, it's probably me. I might do it just to get Chelsea players out. I can't take the sight of owning Chelsea players and being a fan anymore. It is excruciatingly painful, and I don't think my team will look too different if I pulled it now versus 2 weeks later. So might as well just get it done. More on Wednesday. See you guys then. Thank you for joining us.